This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Stone. He's looking deep. He's got it along the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got enough space. Touchdown, Northwestern! A great catch and run for 6.
about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They'll try to get outside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab past the marker. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Childs. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Spartans are on the move. He's looking to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Spartans have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Next going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Grove. And the returner goes down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Back to pass, it's Stone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Right back up top on second and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Covey. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. A lot of yardage in front of them, first and 10 from their own 19. Got it behind the line, it's Covey. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Childs. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big time pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his third possession. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Looking to pass, it's Child. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Spartans want to move quickly. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the air on second and short. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Immediately fires to the middle. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams.
Finds a man in the middle.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Turning it on. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Child. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with a lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Childs. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A 6-point game getting very deep in the 4th quarter, and the offense desperately needing to convert this 4th down. Picked off! What a play to set him up!
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Frazier. He'll be down at the 4-yard line Terrific run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Covey. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Covey. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spicing. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Breaks away on the left. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance.
Leaves it with the running back.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Now they'll try the right side. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Yellow Jackets ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Notre Dame's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter. And, Jesse, they think they found it.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity. And, David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt, and I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates, they're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. A strike downfield. Breaks free in the middle. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. To the air, it's Kinsey. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
The Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time. And
there he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Finds his man. It's Phillips. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
well, that means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires left. Wide open downfield.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Here's a heat. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Offense changing the play. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fit it in the window for the score.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Kinsey. Makes the catch. It's Need. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And some room to work. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you, it didn't matter the defense. They probably knew this was RPO. But at the end of the day, they couldn't stop it. This offense right now just being way too physical up front.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football over.
Turning it on! He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. To the ground with the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to...
Touchdown, Irish! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on the drive would do wonders for their... confidence. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. He's looking to throw. Thanks to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Finds us back in the middle. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Get out of here with a W offense.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Need. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Got him downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they all read.
Tight end trying to get in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. It's a draw. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the right. Hits the open man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Gets it out quickly. Plows through the defense. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And on second down for this offense. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. just going to keep it after the snap. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback making checks. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick completion to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia Southern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a...
There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play? Backed up inside his own 10-yard line, and is running out in the open field, making people miss, and finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the returner will be brought down. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this, you can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play, just execute the offense.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got the tight end outside. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Need. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
To throw, it's Kinsey. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Rides the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proved...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way.
Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Defense showing blitz here. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Using the quick game. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.